accord them. He will accord him bail. Have you forgotten when Onyendu came on that date? Have you forgotten? Many of us used to forget, but no, we don't forget. Have you forgotten the behavior of Onyendu in the courtroom, which baffled everybody? Because for him, they lied to him that everything is okay. To the extent he started, he saluted everybody, including the prosecuting lawyers, the government, which they disgrace themselves, not him, by removing their hand. They don't want. He was because the body language is, I have done what you have told us to do. The impediment lawyers, Ejiofor and the Zokemo, they are no longer here. So now today, our differences are over. I'm ready to go. Because that is what they lied to him. And all of a sudden, because they didn't have any other thing, the lawyers, Ejimako, they don't have any other preparation. They believe that their mommy Nyako will release them on bail application. He said, Nyako he disappointed. He said, the trial must continue. They said, no. Well, this is what we agreed. And I said, come on, the trial must continue. What are you talking? The trial must continue. That is where now it occurred to them that they have been duped. And they kept it. But we know. So all these things they are doing, bringing up all these past controversies they have been steering, is to make Biafrans not to hold them accountable for the reality that we are facing today. What is that reality? That Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the enemy dungeon, despite everything they have promised Biafrans, that these lawyers are the problem. Do you get it? Do you see that? You know, incompetency. When you are incompetent, they say a bad workman quarrels with his tools. In this case, when they are incompetent, they continue blaming the past people. Do you remember Buhari? Buhari, in his old 8-year rule, there is no day that passed he never blamed Jonathan for the woes that is happening now. That is, he continued pushing people to the wrong argument, forgetting to even ask him questions, to attack him. That is what the siblings are doing. They thought that we are fools. They thought that we are fools. Mazi Patrick, he came the other Saturday when Mazi Chinas Anworu was here. He said something. He said these people should not mistake our love and loyalty to foolishness. They don't know who Igbo people are. We will love you and sacrifice our blood. But once you take us for a ride, honestly speaking, the way we will change, you will surprise. Say, nah, that is the way we are. Are you getting me? I have said it long ago and I continue saying it. The highest, can I call it me? I don't know the term to use, but let me put it like that. I hope for people to understand. The highest mistake Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made is to gather people, to gather Biafrans of all walks of life, every part of this world, into as IPOB one family. He don't know what it means. People don't know what people are just, they are joking with this. They thought that is Masob, local champion. That in Nigeria they are the king. It's local. So if they cannot use money to intimidate you, they kill you. They don't know what they've done. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't know what he have done. He gathered both the bad, the ugly, the gentle people, the most gentle, the most professional, the baddest of the bad, joined together. He gathered them as one family. And maybe the siblings thought that they will just manipulate us. No. It's a very huge mistake, honestly speaking. It's a complete mistake. Everyone, complete mistake. We are there. We know. I say we go nowhere. This is not something of annoyance. It doesn't matter what these siblings, what they are doing. Please, IPOB, Biafra should be asking them questions. Leave what happened since 2022, 2023. Now you say that the solution is keeping, the solution. Once you take over, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released. What is happening? How many times have they promised people? No, they are releasing him. And after, what happened? This is what they are trying to mask by bringing past controversies, so that our people should be always be going that way. The argument, the debate will be okay. They are no more there since going to 3 years. People should start asking them questions. Oh boy, how now? Waiting on a thing say we be stupid people. Why is it still Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Oh, is it still a Barrister Jofo withholding him? Or Zekome? Our people should be wise. Our people should be wise. When somebody tries to bring a distraction, disconnect it. Disregard that distraction. Ask the obvious questions. Simple and short. Oh, they made him stay off execution. This is why he's still there. Okay, you that got a law, got a judgment. Even the court granted the Mazi through Ejimako judgment. How many billions of naira recompensation? They have the prescribed IPOB. You got rulings in Enugu, in Umuahia, or where? Why didn't you force the court to implement it? Why is IPOB still prescribed in Nigeria? These are questions human beings should ask. Forget about all these distractions. Is to make you be busy doing nothing. Fighting. Whereas, these people, what they know is, just something to be smart in order to get money or get one thing or the other, nothing more. When you look at the real sense of it, they continue putting people in beating about the bush. They don't know that we are here monitoring it. Before they even play anything, we know where they are going. They want to keep our people busy for nothing, in order to mask their lies and incompetencies. Listen to this man, what this man said, which is correct. Listen.
Of IPOB and Kanu is very straightforward. Kanu has built an organization, IPOB, which is beyond him.
Kanu, this man said it. Kanu has built an organization, IPOB, which is beyond him.
And Kanu today is a symbol. The movement has gone past the person you are holding in detention.
Of course. This is what people should understand. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu built an organization which is beyond him. I am telling you. People don't know. We cannot continue making the same mistakes. When Owazirike was there, it didn't involve people in diaspora. It was local, and that's how the thing died locally. Now he become a local champion. Because many of our people at home, is normal because of the way Nigeria is. You can bribe people even with anything. Because anyone that refuses, he can be killed, intimidated, and killed. That is it. But IPOB, when Mazi Nnamdi tells you that IPOB is indestructible, now you're understanding what it means. That is why this man said it and said it, he has said it in a very clear way. He has said it in the clearest way possible. That's why when I'm looking at Kanu sibling, their dealings, I continue laughing. I say these people, they don't even, or maybe they don't even understand. They are still grappling with the reality. Listen again, and learn. Listen.
Of IPOB and Kanu is very straightforward. Kanu has built an organization, IPOB, which is beyond him. And Kanu today is a symbol. The movement has gone past the person you are holding in detention. The person you are holding in detention is someone who can help you manage the issues outside. There should be.
Are you hearing it? This is exactly how it is. The person they are holding, Onyendu, he built something that a big past him and the Kanu family. Are you getting me? Sometimes I laugh. When I look at the issues, I laugh. I say, Biafrans. Man, different types of experiences. My Biafrans outside. Have different foreign military intelligence. Which are different life and death experiences. Where the highest intellectuals, where the gentle of the gentles, where godo, where different things everywhere around the world. Okay. This struggle, you manipulate. God, no, it's impossible. It cannot happen. No. It doesn't exist. The only thing Nigeria should understand is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can help to manage of this organization. That is the thing. Oh, that is what I've been saying. The release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will surely come from IPOB agitation. Nothing more. Not all those other things they are doing is that's why I'm telling you, any person that is involved in bringing saga, attacking somebody, who attack DOS, attack this person, this and that, in order to distract, to cause confusion. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say this and that. Know that that person is the problem. Are you getting me? That person is the main problem. Because the Nigerian government, what they want is to divide the IPOB, destroy it so that they continue holding Onyendu. Now, once IPOB is destroyed, now they will go and meet him. Say, social media. Don't you see? You have no more background. Your ass is no more protected. So you better collect any deal and come out. Otherwise, what else? They are fighting each other. Don't you see them? They are fighting each other. And these things will be making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release very difficult, because the more people are going saga, attacking DOS, the more Nigeria government will say, nah, let us hold this man further. Maybe IPOB will crack. What we are seeing, they analyze things. What we are seeing, the more we hold this man, the more they continue fighting, and we'll be putting fuel, telling them, oh, they should attack DOS, that they are not obeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's order. As if any person is interested in, unseating Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a leader of IPOB, which nobody can do in this life. But these are what they are trying, the impression they are trying to create. They don't know that they are even making things more difficult for Onyendu. They don't know. Once IPOB continues in our integral agitation everywhere now, the Nigerian government will become more helpless. And they will now go back to Onyendu to appeal to him in DSS because say, okay, can you help us to bring down the tempo of this struggle if you go out? Can you please, please, let us tell, if you go out, tell them that there is one thing on the way. You know, they have to negotiate with him. And now he will be in position of force, in position of power, strength to answer Nigerian government. Because I na Kambamba. Now go against our enemies. I suppose without fear of favor. But when these people are trying to bring some sentiments and some lies and destruction, they are helping the Nigerian government. Know ye that. And no peace. So do not be part of all those people. Ask the siblings of Onyendu, please forget about this saga of blame. It's old tactics. You continue blaming Ozekome and Geoffrey that has gone since 2022, ending of 2022, if I'm not mistaken. How many years now? Going to 3 years. Now, why is Onyendu still there? It's a question. They don't want you to ask that question. That is why they are bringing controversies to distract you, so that you'll be arguing. Hey, the same way Buhari did. Every of his day, he continued blaming past government. He's good luck. They stole the home. And you ask, then why are you there? That is the same thing these people are doing. So, anywhere you see all those nonsense distractions, please ask them question. You have taken the, you have taken that role as counsel, the special counsel or the lead counsel, taking over the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What is the result till today? Oh, is it still a job for? It is still their fault? Come on, let us be reasonable, please. Let us be reasonable. Therefore, let me continue, please. Today, I am going to talk. Today is a day that is dedicated to religious discussions, and we shall never shy away from it because today is Saturday, being the 9th of August, 2025. Therefore, today, we are going to continue on our religious discussions because there is no way we can discuss about Biafran freedom without religion. Is impossible. Otherwise, we postpone our problems. IPOB, we are baptized into fire. Of course, that Pentecost you are seeing in the Bible, or IPOB. Or we have been baptized in fire, and we continue to be baptized. So we don't fear problems. We face the problem. Because you run away from problem, the problem is there. You don't solve it. So we face it and solve it. Our fathers fought and shouted one Nigeria. Back 1973 today. They thought that maybe by being good servants in Nigeria, let us move on. Now we move on. Is it possible? The answer is no. Today we are still talking about Biafra restoration. Whereas Bangladesh that followed the Biafra model to invocation of United Nations Charter on self-determination. I think Biafra is the first to do it and failed. Bangladesh in 1972, they did their own. Let us follow Biafra example. And they followed. And today they are a country of their own. Bangladesh. Are you getting it? Bangladesh from, I think, Pakistan or India. Bangladesh. That is it. So when you cannot wish your problem away, that let us move. That is the mistake many of us are making. You think that once you wish that a problem away is gone, and by faith that problem is over. Forget about faith. Let us face the reality. We are facing reality. It has been long we are being deceived with faith. Faith is about belief, and belief is doubt. Are you getting it? You are not sure. There is nothing like by faith I do. No, you cannot wish away problems by faith. That is why we must continue head on in order to liberate ourselves. In order to continue, there is no way. Nigeria cannot stop the teaching of history. And here on Radio Biafra, we also ban historical explanations about religion. No, it's impossible, which means we are deceiving ourselves. Are you getting me? That is why today I'm going to talk about foreign influence. Foreign influence. Remember, once again, because sometimes some people are always, thinking that, oh, this is a past, this is not life. This is not life. Today is the 9th day of August, 2025. Tata Bobo Cheke. We are here today, being Saturday, on our usual religious discussions, please. And the topic of my submission today is foreign influence. Foreign influence, please. Therefore, we must continue. Now, foreign influence is the topic of my submission. Topic but the devil is in the details, please. That's why you must sharpen your ears in order to listen. As Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say during his own time, he said, "Come with your pen and papers, Bikokwe." Almajiri, you are invited. Because you are invited. Radio Biafra is for everybody. Because here we educate. Here we discuss issues that you can never hear on mainstream media. Almajiri, please, come with your chalk and slate. That chalk and slate, uni, carbon. That uni, that your ink, black ink that you use, whether papyrus, in order to Syria, in order to write on slate, come with it. Because it must benefit you. Radio Biafra, here we give free education. Real nonsense curriculum. No. We open our eyes and debate to learn. As I'm saying, today is the 9th day of August 2025. The topic of my submission today is foreign influence. Let me start from the basics. The word foreign. When you go to the etymology, go to the word etymology of foreign, you will see, say, the word foreign originates from old French word foreign or foreign, which meant strange, foreign, or external. This in turn comes from the late Latin word foramus or foranus, meaning on the outside. On the outside. And ultimately from the Latin word foris, meaning outside or out of doors. Even the Portuguese word fora means outside. I think people that speak Portuguese know that. That's why when they say fora jogo, that is offside. Fora, out. Out is outside. So you see that it is from there you get foreign. Whenever you go to dictionary, because it's them that wrote it, they will stop at Latin, as if Latin is where everywhere they came from, which is lie. Sometimes they go to Greek, say it come from Greek word. Now, without the people understanding that, look, there are people that taught this Greek. Are you hearing me? These are black people, Africans. But because of in order to make it look like what they have been exhibiting, that Africa is of no use. Let me put it like that. Now they always stop at Greece without knowing that many of all those words are invented from Africans or from African language. There is something I put on my timeline. There is this emperor of Rome, Septimus Severus. He's a pure African, a black person. But when you look at how they mold his sculpture, his image, in a museum in London, they paint it white. He's a white person. God, he's very, very sad. We are in an era of enlightenment where we start decoding all their lies. I don't know, Oga is era. Enlightenment, era of enlightenment, where we ask questions on things that we didn't even have the ball to talk about before, because the time had not come before. But we are in that era where we question everything with boldness. Now, as I said, I have defined foreign, the etymology of foreign. Therefore, foreign means strange or unfamiliar. Strange or unfamiliar. When they now bring a strange thing and now force it on us, it becomes a problem. Because foreign influence can erode a country's ability to make its own decisions and set its own course. It could pose serious threats to a country's national security. That is what foreign influence does to a country, to a nation. That is why every advanced country, every developed country, every country that is progressing, they make sure that there is limited foreign influence in their country, or no foreign influence in their country. Because what the foreigners, if they infiltrate, it is to their interest. Strange. When you have foreign body, for example, in a rice, you are eating rice, you eat stone. Sand in it. Sand is a foreign body in that rice. It's strange because it's not its place. That is foreign. Now, let me play this clip. Let me play this clip, please, for you. Listen.
Africa's biggest economies were never designed to succeed. They were designed to serve.
Africa's biggest economies were never designed to succeed. It is designed to serve. Serve who? Foreign entities. The foreigners that designed it. The colonizers that designed it. That is why you see Ebema, Ohaji Ebema, where you have the largest deposit of gas in the whole of Africa. You go there, they are building a very huge gas processing plant there. Are you getting me? In Ohaji Ebema, they are building the largest gas processing plant. And that gas processing plant is not to serve the population. The same Ohaji don't even have ordinary road, motorable road. They don't have electricity. But they are building one of the largest ultra-modern gas processing plants there. Inside that bush, inside that hole. Because Africa was designed by her colonial masters only to serve, for servitude, and not to benefit their population. Are you now getting what I'm saying? That is foreign influence. That is foreign influence. The railway lines during the colonial days, the railway lines they built is to transport raw materials right from the point of diggers, the point of mining, to the port for easy access. That is why when I see people talking about, oh, they brought us to civilization, they brought development, they built railway lines, this and that, I laugh. You don't know how much. I'm not talking of even since after the independence. No. Before independence, the time they built that railway, you don't know how many billions, if not trillions of dollars they siphoned through there. What you call development. Ask India. India is they are the people, they are wise people. That's why they keep record. That Britain stole from them for more than $43 trillion. Do you know what it means? If India has $43 trillion extra today, they will be competing directly with America. Direct. No, this is what England, United Kingdom, stole from them. Therefore, because of foreign influence, listen again. Because of foreign influence,
Africa's biggest economies were never designed to succeed. They were designed to serve. Colonialism didn't just take Africa's land and people, it restructured entire economies to benefit foreign powers.
It didn't only colonize the people. Let me replay it, please. It's very important. Listen.
Colonialism didn't just take Africa's land and people,
Colonialism didn't just take Africa's land and people, but they restructured entire economies to benefit foreign powers. That is colonialism for you. That is what some idiots used to defend. I'm coming. Oh. That's what some idiots. Oh, they brought us a development. Which kind of useless development? They stopped our development. They put a stop on it. Now restructured entire economies in order to benefit completely, nothing more. So they put a stop to our own benefit and impose. They came to our land and imposed kings. Remember, in Igbo cosmology, Eze is never a king. Are you getting me? Eze means priest. That is why you have Ezemo, our spiritual priests. That is the right word. But because the Europeans came and they now started imposing translations to our lexicons, and we accept everything like that. Eze is not king, never. Eze is not king. Our system surprised the British. The system in Igbo land, in Biafra land, is more than them. Remember when Britain came to our land, the colonizers, they saw that women, listen, women, we are part of governance in our land. We have no discrimination between men and women, no. They were part of governance completely. Whereas as of that time, Britain, they relegated women to just the other room as Buhari. Women in Europe, as of that time, they have no say. They only live to produce children. Remember what brought about women liberty or liberation of women when it came into light was during the First World War. 1914 to 1918, when British male were drafted into the military, being killed, slaughtered, they were short of men in Britain and many other parts of Europe. Whereas women were full everywhere, not working. They were just housewives. They were not authorized to work. What I'm telling you is a historical fact. You know, when you look at these people that are telling us women rights, this and that, when you look at them, you say, oh, is it how the world is? How can people that learn something from us, now they come and start teaching us? I say, oh, no, we have no. But they came to our land, they saw that our women are part of governance. That's why in 1929, we had what they falsely labeled about women riots, but is women revolution. Are you getting me? The time that the British ladies, European ladies, they don't even go outside without their husbands accompanying them. They treat them like slaves. But our women were vibrant in politics. Oh, they will not tell you all these things because you know history. That's why even if I talk in the Bible, with the Christianity, they bring development. Say, shut up! You are ignorant. You are simply ignorant and what on him. That's why you are in our future. We have our development. No development, no culture is perfect. You learn from others, and others learn from you. You upgrade. That is why. But they stopped us from upgrading. They put full stop to our advancement, to our way of life, our development, and impose foreign, their own foreign on us. And they structured our entire economies to benefit them as foreigners. Listen.
Entire economies to benefit foreign powers. Everything was built around extraction. Gold.
Everything was built around extraction.
Gold, oil, cocoa, rubber, all shipped out raw. No value was added on the continent.
No value was added to the continent. Is it still going on today? The answer is yes. That's why there is an internal memo and order from Nigeria, from Britain, that Ohajebema should never be developed, that they should never have roads. But that is where European Union is hoping to get alternative gas, very cheap gas supply. That is where one of the ultra modern gas supply or gas processing plant is being built today as I'm talking. But there is no road there. Don't you see that? Is it not what they did, what the foreigners did, what the colonizers did is in our presence, watching us, but we don't know, we don't learn, we don't notice because we don't have the time. But here on Radio Biafra, we lecture ourselves, please. It's free of charge. Continue listening.
Railroads, they weren't built to connect African cities. They were built to connect mines to ports. Banks, built to move colonial profits. Taxes, collected in ways that forced Africans to work on European-owned farms and mines. Even after independence, many African countries inherited these same exploitative systems, just with new faces in charge. That's
with new faces in charge. They impose their people, their representatives, through what we call democracy. Is part of foreign interests. I mean, foreign influence. In time coming, I will be talking about them. Foreign influence. That is what I'm talking about today. Remember, today is the 9th day of August 2025. Tata Boboche came, being Saturday. We are talking about the foreign influence, please. They came, the colonizers came. That is why you don't underestimate what they did to us. What we are suffering today is basically from them. They erased everything, cleaned off everything about our civilization. When you hear about picture writing, hieroglyphic writing, which they are studying in the coding in Egypt, it is our writing. Are you getting me? But why they are studying and ascribing it to Egyptians? For you, the Egyptians are white people. You don't know that these are black people. These are our ancestors that understood mathematics before even the Europeans could even know what is 1, 2, 3. Our ancestors, thousands of years, have been calculative. But colonization cleaned off everything. If you tell people that, look, the Idu kingdom, Ogiso, the kings, our people built the largest wall known to human being, the longest. Many will not even know it. Very, very longer than the Great Wall of China, which you can see from space. Organize the city in Idu kingdom because of animosity, and on the walls of all those, on the walls of those walls, we are inscribed mathematical equations and solutions on witchcraft, wizardry, astrology, something that in future, if our people continue learning it, will become world power. But Britain brought everything down. More than, 16,000 kilometer square or kilometer of walls, because they don't want anything that will showcase that these black people in this part of the world could have done something. They brought it down, so that today we will be talking without no reference, no proof. They tell you, now, where is it now? Do you understand? People that can do this, the wickedness, the evil, they copy the ones they can copy. They stole the ones they can steal for learning purposes, and now destroyed every other one. But you continue defending them because you're a slave. You have to defend your master. Let me finish playing it.
Many African nations still export raw materials and import finished goods. It's not a failure, it's by design.
It's not a failure, it is by design. Some people might be saying, why are we why do we continue talking about this? We have to chat our own mood. Let me tell you, it's not easy. It's not easy. The colonial masters, they are still in charge. They are in charge of our government. That's why today Tinubu, the government of Tinubu is promoting GMO. It's a foreign influence. Are you getting it? How will you remove it if not by the rising up of people? But how can the people rise up without being unified? The people that put Tinubu there, Britain, they gave him the blueprint. Look at what you are going to do. The West, you are serving their interests. Otherwise, you cannot go there. Do you see how a foreign influence is affecting us? If you come out, how many times people come out to protest in Nigeria? You don't come out to protest to exercise at least your fundamental human right in a democratic setting. They kill you. They send military to shoot and kill you. Nothing will happen. Even in front of camera. Britain will bless it. Yes. After all, in 2020, Britain, the British ambassadors of that time, Katrina Leung, he ordered Tinubu. He visited Tinubu when the protest, the revolution was heavy. and people gathered in Tollgate, and the crowd was growing. When she visited Tinubu the following day, they rolled out the military and started shooting, killing. They killed many people. What did Britain do? What did he say? Nothing. He's a member, a permanent member of a United Nations Security Council. So anything you bring, they veto it. Britain bring it down. How many times have they brought about the Biafra genocide on United Nations? Britain vetoed it. He said, "Now, me wanna leave that side. Nigeria belongs to me. So nothing. Everything case closed." That is it. So we must continue exposing them. That is what we owe to ourselves. Are you getting me? So African economies, African countries, powerful countries are not designed to progress. They are designed to serve. That is why Africa exports raw materials. They don't put no value in it. Do you think that putting value or building some factories, do you think it's easy? Otherwise, they will not agree now. Because they will sell their goods. They will tell you, hey, as a president, if you say no to them, don't you see what Ibrahim Traore is fighting? To the extent America started, propagating that Ibrahim Traore now he is withholding gold for his own protection instead of the people. Look at America that loves Burkina Faso people. Look at, look at. For how many years they have been very poor country. Now somebody came in order to serve the population. They bring propaganda. If not, how social media is work. I say, thanks to social media, Ibrahim Traore is progressing today, being alive because of social media. Had it been there is no social media, the Western mainstream media would have turned him into another Idi Amin. They will even paint him more worse than Idi Amin. And the people will hate him, say, they will tell him he's a butcher, he's a killer, he's this and that. And the people will sheepishly. Media controls the population. Everybody will be going like zombie. But I'm happy that there is social media. Even most people don't even care about mainstream media any longer. Everything you see it on social media. Yes, there are fake news, but you know how to filter. That's it. You know the reality. So that is why when they bring their lies, the whole African population, not Africa stooges, they call politicians. The whole African population is behind that young man, Ibrahim Traore. I'm telling you honestly. The whole African populace. Remember when he went to the inauguration of Ghana president, the new president? All the cargoes were there, no person mind them. But when this guy came, because he came by surprise, because of security, he said he's sending delegates. But when plane landed, he busted out. Everywhere, the whole Ghanaian population, they started cheering. They ignored the whole useless African politicians that are Western stooges there, that are normal thing, the normal thing, winners of elections. They so-called winners of election. They ignored them. Everybody was cheering. And when you look at, go and watch that video again. It's on YouTube. All the whole African presidents there, they were not uncomfortable. They felt intimidated. Saying, now this small boy. Now wow. Every one of them, watch them. The camera was zooming on many of them, single by single. The presidents. The normal, usual presidents there. They were not feeling comfortable at all. This boy came and, they will call him small boy. But he needs a small boy, a rascal, a mad person in order to deliver Africa. I am telling you, you don't need a gentle person that come and, okay, let us go through the process. You need somebody that is mad. You need a mad person in order to do that thing that, others are afraid to do. That is why here on Radio Biafra, this is a revolutionary radio. We don't care about the sentiments. We say it as it is. Because without it, we can never be delivered. We can never reason. We continue painting. Ima, if you go to church every time, the same thing. Once they quote for you from Genesis to Revelation. The same thing, the same old story, the same. No. But we to save a race, we need that radical man, that radical boy. Call him a small boy, as they called Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now that boy. But today, that small boy has been the Godo. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, let me continue. Remember, I'm talking about foreign influence. Okay? Now, they consolidated this design using foreign religion. That is their religion. Are you hearing me? As we know, religion could be used as a tool for social control. But when it is foreign oriented and by the colonizers, by the conquerors, it is never meant for our good. That is one thing we should know. It becomes a very huge weapon to control us in their own way and for their own benefits. This is why no matter how poor, miserable, and helpless we are, we must continue sending money to them because it is one of their religious rules and obligations. Are you getting what I'm saying? Do you know how much that goes out of Nigeria to Rome every week? Sent by miserable people to make the rich richer, to make Rome richer. Are you getting it? Now, I want us to flash back. Let us go back to letter from King Leopold II of Belgium to colonial missionaries in 1883. We have said this several times here, but sometimes on the a refresh memory. Let us go back there, please, for us to understand the reality of foreign influence when it comes to religion also. Because a colonization without religion is not complete. Are you getting what I'm saying? Get it? If you are writing with chalk and slate, Almajiri, write it. Colonialism without religion is incomplete. That is why the caliphate, they are trying by hook and crook in order to Islamize indigenous people, including Biafrans. In Southern Kaduna was a non-Muslim side region before. But today, most of them have been Islamized. They are Muslims today. Because the caliphate understands the role of religion. Without religion, the conquest is never complete. That's why we are Christianized. Now, once you conquer the people with religion, finish, you leave them. They are the people that will be looking for you, praising you, licking your ass, defending their masters. That, oh no, it's God did it, it's them, the servants of God. Why have you asked yourself, why is it that the Fulani, they are trying very hard in order to Islamize us? Is it because they love us? No, they want us to go paradise? No. It is not that. Their hatred, they want to be in control. The only time they will feel that it is okay, it is complete, is when they Islamize us. That is why they will leave us then. Because our standard will now become the religion. Quran say. That is what it will be, our standard. Now, they will now subject us, we will now subject ourselves as loyal slaves to them, because they are the people that brought us Allah. Do you see that? The same way we reverence the Europeans. Yeah, they brought us God, though. That is the defense of what you hear now about some of our people. No. Oh, how about that? Oh, has before. No, our people are killing slaves. Twins. Now, let us go to the letter of King Leopold II of Belgium colonial missionaries in 1883, please. This is what he told them. Listen, this letter was not something, it was something secret. Are you getting what I'm saying? It is not something that they wrote and published and say, this is our plan. No. It is something that came out in the open. And, people start knowing it. Are you getting me? This thing was exposed to the world by one Mr. Mukoane Muikwane Bukoko, born in the Congo in 1915, and who in 1935, when he was 20 years, while working in the Congo, bought a second-hand Bible. He bought it too. They didn't give to him free. He bought the word of God, even that time in 1935. For you to understand, he bought a second-hand Bible from a Belgian priest who forgot the speech in the Bible. Are you getting it? That is how this thing was exposed. So it is not something that King Leopold wrote and the exposed said, this is my instruction to. No. It was a secret intelligent instruction. But MDC know how to do something now. They revealed it. This man, the Belgian priest forgot it. In the Bible, he sold to one Congolese. The word of God, he sold it. They are selling word of God. I ain't gonna word of God. Oh, what you make?
or ya. And I see gi happy ya, mewe omenala mare, mu amachara omenala Igbo. Yotago. But in the while, name nke mara. Na I watch ndị na-aga off. Gogodo nke wofo. Wago nke woji. Small things. I think they go well, it's not necessarily omenala Igbo. But just use your logic sticking to any foreign, when you allow a foreigner to make a decision that impacts your people or your ancestry, your money gafe ogoke. Bikono, come as you use your brain, use your logic. Ejigazu okwe. Thank you.
There were Mazi. On testimony. Ndị anyị na ha ga-anọ n'eluigwe mana n'ụwa they avoid you. Melita na-ekele nke udo onye ọcha gị na anọ na the same line. Ịjọ ka ọkwa iwu the same ya mega ignore. Ị ga-achọwazi onye ojii like you. Ọ ndị anyị na ha ga-anọ n'eluigwe and get bread. Very, very sad indeed. If we don't know something now, although this is a gradual process, as I said, because mental slavery, you bring a problem. That is it. Do you, as I said before, the Christianized Japanese, they turned against their people, fighting on the banner of their people. It happened in Congo also, during the time of King Mvemba. The Christianized Congolese, when the king of Congo that Christianized himself, thinking that it is a gateway to, advancement, technological advancement, as of that time, you don't know that he sold himself and his country into slavery. When war broke out between Congo and the Portuguese, the Christianized Congolese started fighting. They started fighting with the Portuguese. Did you see that? I mean, against Congolese, on the banner of Portuguese. That is how bad it is. So this is a program. Caller on Signal, Mazi Chris. I have caller on WhatsApp, but it's not coming out. I don't know to pick it. It's not easy. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. I will call on Signal. Mazi Chris. Can you hear me? Please go on.
Okay, I'm good from here.
There, Mazi. Udodrege.
As you always said, your program is very superb. There are 3 points I picked from what you said tonight. He talked about how he instructed them, King Leopold instructed them to teach the children how the God will save their soul, or it with their soul. So that is why most of our people, when they speak, I listen to them with the so-called elders. When I listen to them, they speak, I know where they're coming from. Because they're coming from the product of those being talked about religion at the tender age. If you look at our brother Peter Obi, I always tell people 2 things on this Europe where we are. There are 2 things to come to Europe. 1, to make money. 1, to acquire knowledge. But unfortunately, some people who come to Europe only focus money. Even if something fall on their leg, they can't learn something from it. They only come to acquire money. When you see this kind of people focus on the already arrangement to make their money and go home, they can't comprehend exactly what our leader and we in this struggle now understood about the Western world and their strategies. Onyendu is not rich, but he was able to study the in and out of these people, even in Africa, I understand them very, very well. But take a look of our brother Kopi Todi. His junior brother is a priest too. I think he still have a sister in his family. I think so. So he lived in London for how many years? But when you see him speak, you will understand the way where he's coming from, because it's the product of those being trained at a tender age to know the God of the Europeans. You remember Kadnarin? Kadnarin was at tender age. They took him in a missionary school in Onitsha. And that is where they grew him up. And today is a cardinal. And what he profit from the cardinal? He's the one they used to lure Ojuku to drop the war. In other words, we could have get our freedom. He had even with the war continue for the five or 6, 8 months. Now, another example. Remember this man called Samuel Ajaokran. He was also took from that childhood. They took him to Liberia, I think so.
No, they
Taught
took
him
him.
every
No, they
missionary,
bought
every of them.
Mazi Ajay Crowder, although it's not his real name. His original name is a Yoruba man. They bought
Yes.
him, they kidnapped him and sold him as a slave. Even his own self. I can say that it is understandable, the annoyance, because he was sold into slavery. Now, but he walked and redeemed himself after finding himself in the UK and working hard to liberate himself. Now they Christianize him. They turned because this is what these people are smart. They turned those people against our own people that sold them. I cannot also blame him. They say, look, it is your brother that sold you. Look, they are evil people. Do you see that? So go and change them. They are savages. That is why they send them. Many of them, not only him, but he played a very important role in Christianizing. So they send them to our people. With that annoyance, no, you people must accept Jesus, otherwise, you people perish. Evil people, this and that. That he went into slavery. Because after he came back to Sierra Leone, when he was baptized, Christianized, and studied, theology. Now he was sent back to Sierra Leone. From that Sierra Leone, now after he was sent to Nigeria. That's it. Mazi, go on, please.
On that note, he still translated the Bible to the Yoruba language. And that's the payback of what he done. So this is the outcome of catch them at a young age. There's many reasons for this. So what we are doing today, I will tell you that I feel we also catch them young. Because had it been that our father had it catch us young, or they got us at young age, we begin to follow issue of Biafra or how we are being treated on all this religion issue. Millions of our people that they victim of this region or into one Nigeria could have, at least by one speak of our leader, one message of our leader could have delivered many of them. But many years of living into this cycle of deceit. You see how long it takes us. I remember I always tell you that this course, and when they get we are trying to make sure that we are being politically or democratically to change the mind of our people. If we compare the kind of life we live from home, that nobody controls us, I will find it difficult to get this struggle to the final conclusion. You said Japanese exterminate those involved in certain things, and that is the level we have to go some area. those that are vigorously working hard in favor of the enemy, either religious enemy or Nigerian enemy. We have to deal with them in order to get what we want. If you tomorrow now somebody will take just like this guy called I don't want to. This our brother preaching about religion. Is that after I have said, you see our brother Michael on Enugu State, the Enugu State, or say the small boy that after the coupling just a tipper. What do he know? Only that because he had the pulpit there, he has a background where he can speak millions to hear it. He will now destroy what he has built for maybe for 1 month or 1 year. Only that word, it will destroy a lot of things. Because I don't know what is wrong with our people. I don't know whether the tippers they are using are destroying their brain. You will talk to somebody from night to tomorrow, and he thinks that as if he has understood you. A little small thing fly into his brain. He cannot even figure it out. That this is no, this is not good. In terms of religion, we are talking about. We talk about this religion. How many people are seeing it with their two naked eye? Even on this period of social media issue, you see somebody prophesize and it doesn't work. You see somebody, he's somebody, it doesn't work. But yet, the person will tell you, no, that is those people. For me, it's different. And the only thing I'm against them is that anytime you counter them with logic in the Bible, I'm going to spirit. I'm not using about like our spirit. Is that spirit or worse? Because if you compare it, not everything they have said in the Bible they're written by God. So who wrote the rest? Is that by spirit? And how do God make people to write Bible? As they said, by the how do they say it? By the something of Holy Spirit. What do they call it? So, how can this kind of spirit come to that person to think of the world? Even they analyze everything we are seeing, we are living in the world today. They analyze it into the Bible. Anything you want in the Bible, you can get it either good or the courage and discourage. You have them in the Bible. That is, it means that a good philosopher sat down and read Bible, telling you that it was sent by God, by Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit of Holy. How do they say it? I've forgotten. That made them to write Bible. How do they put that word? I've forgotten anyway. So, Mazi, my point tonight is that we met three things that I love. That is where we work towards to make sure that we liberate our people. But I continue to say, if we will continue to go the way of democratic or in a soft way, this journey will take us long. And the more we are doing it, we don't have power as a government. The more we are doing it, that is still taking our young ones to the church again, brainwashing them. We are trying to do damage control or control what they have damaged. They are continuing causing damages again. You turn back, you see another one. So it's a big problem to us. We have to look now. I've said it even last broadcast, Mazi come on air. I told you that I would ask him about the SND of this SND all over the world. Not in general, we don't have SND. But you see somebody wake up and say he says SND in Germany, SND this. I said I don't know what to make. Immediately I drop. I remember that I was supposed to ask him that question. That IPOB will draft a letter to any of ISND, where's any place they are, that they should stop. I am with even Ali general, maybe as and the as and the as not as in general. We don't have that. We never had that. So somebody will go to Ghana or go to Germany and say, I am as in All this rubbish must stop. So we must take the bull by the horn, in the sense that we are in charge. We are in charge. We begin to control our people. If we don't do this to control our people in every sector, in every thing, wrong, we are beginning now to control them. If we don't do this and thinking that by preaching or by talking to our people, they will change. After 2 hours of your broadcast now, 3 hours of your broadcast, tomorrow morning, some people are going to church. They are going with their children. How will you tell the children that this what they're doing is wrong? It's only when we force them out of that place is the only solution. Thank you, Mazi. God bless you.
There were, Mazi. Thank you very much. What I want to say there is this: there are some things that it needs a gradual process, like this mental slavery, all these things concerning religion. It needs conviction, because you see that all of us, we are there. So it's not something you do by force. When it comes to other things, there are also many other things that our people, our people, some of our people are reasonable. Are you getting what I'm saying? Forget about the colloquial languages sometimes. After all, they call our leader Watakria, this small boy, this and that. But after they start understanding, that is it. So, what is going on? We must continue what we are doing. That is it. A time will come, if our people fail to fall into line, something must force them to fall into line. Caller on WhatsApp, please go on. You have been there for a few minutes. Please go on. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me?
Mazi Jonathan. Okay.
There were Mazi Chinedu.
Ngozi dị ukwuu were gọziere m gị biko. Na ọrụ ị na-arụ ebe a awụghị ihe anyị ga-akọchali. Mazi, I hope I'm coming out. I believe the network will allow me to
Yes, go on. Go on. Your voice is cool. It's okay.
Mazi, what I'm about to say or what I want to contribute is that most of our brothers that do call here should have it in mind that none of us that came to this struggle at the same time. And one of the reasons why we are all here is because there was a physical, as in evidence of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was saying based on the Nigerian that we were into. But you see, most of us were even ignorant than the same people we are accusing today. So we all came here because there was a physical evidence that the Nigerian government are killing us, exterminating us, taking things from our land, and there is no future if we keep staying. But when it comes to this religious study, we should know that we are all victims of these things. Despite that you have known the truth and you have made a U-turn and you are now thinking properly, you should not just take it as a thing of anger when you are seeing other. Even if you are more anger, it will even make you not to see what the better conviction, the better word, evidence is to use in, convincing them. And there is one thing I like about the truth that we preach is that once you shoot it out, it's like an arrow. Even the person that you said it to, it might not be that month, it might not be that day that it will make sense. Him on himself will be bottling. It's like you have shown him. Even we that we have listened to this very radio that have come to this level of understanding. You see, if you are walking on the road, it seems as if you are a person that they opened, if there is a spiritual eye, that you are now walking, you are seeing spirit. Because you'll be seeing the gullibility of the Nigerian people, even the so-called Christian. Sometimes it makes me happy, like how lucky I am to have this very truth, that I would have died ignorant. So we should be, equipped, just as you have been equipping us here. And as I want to tell you that any day you come to this very radio, whether it's a normal day, whether it's these very Saturdays that you do preach about this thing, know you that you have a Biafran religious student We have come here to equip ourselves in order for us to face the day, knowing what to use in getting our people. And if you watch the years it cost our people to be this ignorant, it is hundreds of years. It's not something you just entangle. And I want to talk about something about this Westerners. If you go to their churches, you see that is more of older people. Those are people that that their mom, that they heard of it, it somehow, it's still affecting them. But their young generation have moved ahead, knowing fully that those things are not in any way, what they need. The same thing is happening to us. It's just that we are not seeing it. Do you know that none of our young generation now that is in his 20s, that is internet inclined, that has anything to do with this whole called religious activities. Let me give you a testimony of a little my sister's son. There was one of the time my sister took his son to the church. After the church, so the pastor was like seeing that he's more fresher, he has money and all of those things. So he contacted him and started disturbing him and telling him that God say you should do everything that he has in account, and said to him there are people monitoring him, they need to pray, they need to wave you. After much this disturb, the boy cannot take it anymore. He now called him and said him that since it's God that told him that he should send God account number. You see? So that is to tell you the level of our exposure, the level of our people. And that still, I need to talk about it because even the people that is engineering this thing, so they have moved out, knowing fully well there is a time that this very religion will have this very backlash. And they have moved to a new world order, looking for other means in order to derail our brain. And
Mazi, let me come
still
in
that
here.
very thing,
Just
we
to
are all tackling
pause.
all of this.
Mazi, a pause here. You know how these people that carved out this religion, they are very smart.
Yeah.
They know that the
Very,
time will come, people will start questioning many things. Are you getting me? Now, that is why they warn people, they warn the adherents that look, beware of knowledge, be careful of knowledge, be, care, be careful of knowledge. That once you see the increase in knowledge, know that the end time has come. Now, people now
yes.
are afraid of making use of their brain. That is why they tell you that no, you cannot understand, or a carnal mind cannot understand the things of the spirit. You don't need logic, human reasoning to even explain something of Bible. Do you see that? Very smart. So people now fear knowledge. If you now start explaining to people about how use your brain, they tell you, how can I use my brain on something of God? No. Because when they hear people start interpreting, start asking questions, they say, hey, they use it to preach in churches that beware, the end has come, the end time is coming. You look at how people now are becoming more carnal, questioning things of spirit, questioning things of God. Do you see how they cage people more and more and more? People now become afraid of using their brain. Just the same way it is being written that, Adam and Eve, they were afraid of eating that fruit of knowledge because they will die. It's the same thing. Maz, India, Menaishi. I'm telling you. Go on, please.
So, Mazi, yes, you are right. And you keep saying it here all the time. And Mazi, I want to say this last way that at the time when I started hearing this very word, this very gospel, I was like, the anger in me, just how we have been deceived for all of this year, made me to not to be going to church, not to be even attending any of those their services. Presently, I'm still on my own. But one of the reasons which I have now not to even go to those churches again is because if I get to those places, I might even laugh out. I might burst out of laugh. And it will like look as if I'm embarrassing them. Because most of the things I hear them say is not what I can stand again. Because if they say it when I'm in their gathering, I might even not know when I laugh. So those are my reasons. And another thing I want to say is that thank you so much. There is one word you normally say here. And that word is above every other word that I'm been hearing. He said, "Come I get John, we too full in high age. I get Jiko so full on my own, Mazi, and another thing I want to say is this Obi, this picture Obi of a man. We should be very, very mindful and watchful of that very man. This thing you see him is breaking his head. I'm thinking that very man, enwere ihe ọ na-eme, enwere ihe anyị amatabeghị ọ na-emere ndị a na-atụ ndị ga-awụ ndị ọchịchị aka. O filu that since ọ na-emere ha ihe ahụ na ha nwere ike iche echiche inye ya ọchịchị. These are taught in every ways. I just come about in this thing. I say, may Chukwuka my continue to bless every one of us, especially the viewers. I pray for knowledge upon knowledge on them. Thank you so much.
There were Mazi. And I think this is where I will buckle up on. Let me pick this call. Caller on WhatsApp, please. Can you hear me? Go on. Caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp. The place you are is very rowdy. Can you hear me? There, please go on. You are you are wasting time. Are you not hearing me?
I was not hearing you before. Sorry, Mazi. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Go on.
Yeah, Biafrans, my name is Mazi. And a little contribution I had, Mazi, your program tonight. I know you have run this program for some, almost, let me say, about 3 or 4 times. But anytime you engage in this very particular letter of Leopold, it become a new review to our hearts. I think we should continue. Mazi, actually, they really colonized Africa. The first time I read that letter, I vowed to myself never in my life to be a Christian again. And in fact, it's self-explanatory, the letter itself. Bible is a coded word, which before you can be able to pull our people out of this, you must decode every word in that very documented book called Bible. And once you are doing that, you will be getting, because it's mental colonization. Mazi, there's something that you always said on Radio Biafra. I went to my Bible because I used to have Bible with me. And whenever I want to find out the truth and decode the word, I have to go exactly to get it right. Mazi, you mentioned last time about one of the signs of end time. Mazi, I went to read that and my eyes opened more. Mazi, one of the signs you mentioned is increment in knowledge. And you see, that increment in knowledge, after that increment in knowledge, you see kingdom rising against kingdom. These people know what they put there. Once Africans begin to increase in knowing all those coded words they use, it means that kingdom of Africa will rise against their kingdom. You know, when they put all these things and Christians are reading it, they do not understand. Even as it's happening today, people are referring it's coming, it's end time, that people are fighting. Kingdom is written in the Bible. No. What Bible states is, once you begin to increase in knowledge, definitely you will revolt to reclaim your kingdom. And when you are trying to revolt to reclaim your kingdom, the kingdom that colonized you will also rise to fight against you.
Of course.
That is kingdom rising against kingdom. It's a very tough coded word, but people, before you can pull people out of this thing, you must know Bible, and you begin to decode their word one by one. So, and that's why they brought about pulpit. The word pulpit is what I'm trying to figure out very, very well, because that word, before you hear about pulpit, is something different from what they are, a literal, as in normal man can just understand about pulpit. So, Mazi, I thank you so much. I don't know. Actually, this program must continue. And I want to use this opportunity as well to announce to Biafrans listening that education awareness dissemination program is coming forth 16th of August 2025. And this education awareness is about our history. And this is a duty call for every Biafran all over the world to ensure that this history that Nigeria denied us or denied or hide from the world to know, that he used this very opportunity to inform the world about your history. To inform the world about your history, anywhere you are in the world, you can begin to make awareness to, involve people of the world about this particular program, to come and know what you are shouting for, what you are clamoring for, and the freedom and self-determination you have engaged to, and what really happened to you before you engage into this journey. It is very, very important. The program is coming forth on 16th August, being a week today, and everyone.
Mazi, I sincerely appreciate your program this night, and I want to use this very opportunity to invite our people first. First of all, I want to invite Biafrans and lovers of freedom on our upcoming tomorrow meeting. Tomorrow we will be gathering. Tomorrow, I want to use this opportunity to call on Biafrans who are living in Paris and the environment. I want to remind them that our family meeting will be holding tomorrow, and they should remember to be on time. The time is 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. If you are about to come, this is the number you should call. The number is as follows: +7. Okay, excuse me. Let me bring out. Okay. So the number is 0753 94 58 86. So please, if wherever you are living, I don't know, Mazi, it's like my voice is coming with echo. I don't know.
No, go on. It's okay. Go on.
Okay, thank you. So please, wherever you are in Paris and environ, please tell your neighbor and remember them that it's our gathering. Just share the news, share the messages. It's already on our WhatsApp platform. Just invite your neighbors, invite all Biafrans. We are calling on you to come to the tomorrow meeting so that we can brainstorm together and know exactly, figure out important solutions that is required moving forward this very struggle. So I think I will stop for now. Mazi, before I drop, please, I want to just add a bit on what you have just said. Mazi, you have said it all. You have said it all, and it seems in Africa, other sides will be, in fact, again. And that is what they did, especially in Biafra land. But my advice tonight to the, not even Britain alone or British government alone, or not even only Americans, because if they still have that atom of wiseness, if they still believe that they are wise, they are wisdom, they have wisdom enough, I think they should separate their hand from Nigeria and separate everybody to go their way. Because Mazi, if they continue on tying us, believing that that means everything, all the lies they have cooked for many years will be revealed to the whole world. And by that time, they will have nowhere to hide. You see how all their lies, all the empire they built for a very long time, how it is collapsing before their eyes, and they still not yet understanding anything. They do not know that by holding Biafrans, that they are causing even more harm in their country, the way where they call their countries. As this thing now made me to know during Biafra war, I have been searching to see any European country that went to Biafra land officially as a government, because they say that we are Christians like them, and but none of them, and even our children's that we are facing all manner of kwashoko and dying at them, they never did anything. They were even helping Britain to suppress everything that concerns us. But they call themselves Christians. They call themselves that we are sharing the same faith. We are, we are the same brothers. That shows that these people knows too well that we, from the beginning, we are not Christians like them. We are just a conquered people. And now that they believe that they are that that we are now discovering some of their games, they now sold us away to this land. Because in the game these people they play now, they want to use all these people they are using, because I'm not even saying, when we are talking of Islam, others in Nigeria they have conquered. We now believe, let's go and conquer others. But no, Fulani is Fulanizing everybody through Islam. They are using that Islam to cover up. You see, and whatever Fulani is doing, go look at their behind. Who is doing it? It is British government and the American government.
Of course.
We have to say the truth as it is. So I am calling on not only even Trump, because all these things they are trying to avoid us, trying to ignore us, trying to not even showing any importance, whatever we are doing. We don't care. We must continue what we are doing, because if we don't do it, these people will take over our own territory, our own land. You see, and we must. So I am calling on Biafrans, because I don't see the reason why whenever you see our people here, when you tell them something that is happening to us, they will not see any importance there. They will even avoiding you. I don't know the kind of people we are. I don't know. I have been asking, this thing that IPOB is seeing, is our people not seeing it? Are they not seeing what we are seeing? Eh? Look into our own territory, our own land, the God-given land. These people are taking it over. Mazi, we must continue. We must continue. There is no going back.
There we
Thank you very much.
There we Mazi. Thank you. There we caller on WhatsApp, please. I pick your call because you have been calling since. You have 2 minutes, please. There we to make your point, please. Just 2 minutes. Go on, Mazi.
Good evening, Mazi.
There,
Jonathan, good evening.
there we Mazi.
Keki man.
Udodi.
Allow me to speak my mother language.
On,
Please.
you don't need permission. Ganiru.
Okay. Biko Mazi Jonathan, program ga otega aka nchọfa ka m nweta your program. But I'm not onweghị to connect. But now, thank God I'm connected today. Biko Jonathan, ihe niile ị na-ekwu ikwutasịgokwa n'okwu. Esi my location na-akpọ. Esi m the zoo na-akpọ. Biko, ihe ị na-ekwu this lecture anyị na-enye anyị dị very very important. Ị bịa n'ala Igbo ebe a, our people religion egbuo na anyị egbuo. Religion egbuo na anyị egbuo. N'ebe anyị na-emezi ka ewu akpụ akpụ na-aga. Onye na-agba nekwu ihe o kwesịrị ime na-ede reality. Ị na-akọ n'elu ọ na-akọ ihe na-agba ka moto. Ihu ya dị mkpa si na ọ gara university. Ị na-agwa ya ihe o kwesịrị ime. Ọ na-asị gị hapụrụ ya Jizọs ya na Jizọs emegoro ya ntameri Igbo. Ị na-enekwa onye ahụ ọwụ afọ ka o rijuru. Ọwụ noten. Ị na-afụ onye ahụ dị nkarịka n'anya. Religion emekwa n'anyị ihe unu jisikwa ike na special anyị nwa n'ala Igbo ebe a. Anyị kpụkwara isi ekpukpuru isi n'ala Igbo a. Thank you.
There we we must continue anyway. That is it. You know, this thing, the function of foreign religion is to sedate people in order to be blind. According to the letter which I read, letter of King Leopold, one of the instructions is to keep the people to love misery, to hate riches, that their reward is in heaven. Religion, when I say religion, I say foreign religion. Any religious country that is progressing today is actually